team tournament? Was this for standings for the Olympics?
No, but it's like a practice game. It's a practice tournament, basically.
Oh, like a promo, basically?
It's just a little friendly. It's a little friendly that they do where they travel around the U.S. and play a set of matches. And then there's a pretty cup that one team gets. And it's really nicely timed because we've got a fresh coach for the team.
When is CONCACAF?
Ongoing?
Yeah, I'm good whenever.
All right. So remember, guys, we're going to start off the adventures now by having you read the journal.
Okay, no, it's June.
The journal for...
So remember, your journal's in the top right of the calendar.
4th of Eridas.
Yep. So we can all catch up on where we were. And I'll look at my notes as the
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me know when you guys are caught up on your reading. There's some typos in that, but please forgive me.
Do you want me to go in with a marker and edit it?
No.
Yes, go in with a marker, a physical marker, and edit it.
Yeah, no, what I would do is I would draw on my screen, and then I would take a picture of my screen with my phone.
I think we're supposed to be on the 5th.
No, we're on the 4th now.
There's an entry. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see.
Dogs.
All right, cool. That's a really good recap.
I've been trying to actually write them a little more.
I like having dogs.
Dogs are pretty great.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the pups.
And this is the reason I like it.
I remembered that Felix was really angry about something, and I didn't remember what, which was awkward because it was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was literally 5 minutes ago.
Like, in game time, he's probably still seeing red, but it's been a month. I forgot.
Yeah, in game time, he's still super pissed, probably, because it's literally been like 5 minutes.
No, speaking of how many minutes it's been, I have a note here that you guys had all declared you were about to take heal actions.
Yes.
However, we didn't roll them. So my GM's note to myself is, players about to roll medicine checks, start the session with this.
Nice. Tam,
although
you're up.
it's sort of revealed, no one has gone in the room. Although it's revealed, no one has gone into the room to the north. You guys checked it just to make sure it's clear, but
yeah,
you haven't actually looked at it at all. So, medicine check time. The high-stakes, high-octane game of rolling a medicine check.
Also, I don't know if it matters, but can you remove the grabbed trait off of me, off of Karen?
Never.
I'm still showing as grabbed. There we go.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Who?
Karen needs healing.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the numbers here. All right, so Karen, we're starting with you.
Blue Orc.
Also, it shouldn't matter to you guys, but I am getting a note that one or two of you are not running the latest version of the client. It will not affect any. It's letting me know that it should not affect any functionality.
Okay,
cool.
But they did update some of the right-click option icons, and they're so much more visible and readable now.
Oh yeah, they really are.
Really nice.
I'll give that a pass afterwards.
All right, so medicine check. That I have to roll that myself, and then we figure it out.
That's public knowledge.
Right. Okay. I was just wondering, this is like, can I roll that on the characters on the map or no? But the answer is no.
No. Yeah, because we still gotta do that old school.
So I believe that is a pass.
Yeah, 15, right?
Yeah, that's a pass. Not a critical pass, but a pass.
But a pass. And what was
the biggest thing is you need to note, remember critical successes and failures. Oh, I did find something out in Pathfinder 2. I did a little bit of reading after listening to some podcasts and Eli and I having some conversations on it. And so, Eli, your suspicions were correct if you remember this conversation from a month ago. Unlike Pathfinder 1, in Pathfinder 2, crit 1s and crit 20s, nat 1s and nat 20s, do modify skill checks.
Okay.
So a crit, a nat 20 is not an auto success in a skill check, but it will increase the level of success by 1.
Oh, okay.
Makes
Huh.
sense.
So what that means is if it's super, super high, it may take you from a crit failure to just a failure,
Mhm.
but it will up the status by 1.
Okay.
So yeah. So they do matter in skill checks now, because that was not the case in Pathfinder First Edition, because they didn't want you to be able to see it on a DC 80 check with the 20, even if there's no way you could.
Right.
So now you still can't succeed on a DC 80 with a 20, but you at least won't critically fail and hurt yourself.
Which would be nice.
Okay, so I see 1 medicine check. Tam, who was that on?
That was on Karen, and we're just success 2d8, right?
Yep.
It's been a little while.
Plus anything, or just the 2d8?
No, just the 2d8.
2d8, because it's just a standard 10-minute medicine.
Okay.
Why did that not show up on? There we go.
That was only 1d8.
It's 1d8
How do you roll multiple dice?
Okay, that's it.
while you're holding it. Right click.
Right click, yeah. You can also right click it before you pick it up, and it lets you select like a multiple
Cool. Okay.
instead of like
Yeah.
spamming right clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Like every once in a while, you'll notice Nate or Isaac roll like 20 d20.
Yeah, I never figured out how
Yeah,
they
just
did
for
that.
fun.
Well, I don't know how you knew what I was doing, but
Because like it's like that one time when we were kids and we were having a sleepover, and you were on the top bunk, and you said, "Did you know it's impossible to lick your elbow?" And I said, "Did you know after hearing that, most people try to lick your elbow?" And there I am, contorting my whole body, going, what?"
Boom.
Wait, how do you get the multiple numbers of them?
Right click it before you
Right-click.
pick it up, and then you can pick.
Yep.
Oh.
or if you right click it, if you right click while you're holding it, it just adds 1 die. So if you
Nope,
want
that
to
didn't
do
work.
God, I
that,
got
that can be
I
nice.
got
Right
the number
click.
of the universe.
Oh, now I see it.
Okay, so Karen gets 5 hit points back.
Sweet.
Yep.
Tam, do you want to carry that out to the hour, or just do a 10-minute treat on Karen?
I could absolutely use it.
Yeah, I'll carry that out to the
If
hour.
we have the time, that is. I could use it.
Yeah. No, we do. We're taking a long rest or a
Okay.
short rest. So
Okay, so that gives me 10 then?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
And then Tam, do you want to treat anyone else?
yeah, I will do. Let's see, Alec
Actually-
is critical.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I did fuck up Alec a little bit, didn't I? Yeah, son.
That was not a medicine check.
Was I one of
Nice.
the ones who got? Was I one of the ones that it said was doing like the wrong version? Because I feel like I'm looking at a bunch of new shit.
I don't know who is.
I'm not sure.
I just got a note that someone someone has a slightly different version than me. Maybe that's a
I don't know,
glitch in the
this
newest
feels-
version.
This feels smoother than before,
It is running a lot fucking slicker, which is real nice. Like,
and I don't remember Alex. I don't remember double clicking Alec giving me all this cool stuff.
let's see, how much did
Okay.
you heal Alec for? 16.
Dang.
So he's only 3 down. So if you don't want to carry that out to the hour, no big deal.
I'm not going to.
Okay, cool.
You
And
patched
then,
him up good.
Yeah, cool. So
You retconned
you guys
the
spend
wound.
an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, you basically. Turns out Tam is actually just a little bit of a tailor, a seamster. Is there a male version of seamstress?
Taylor.
Seamster.
Or Seamster, I guess. Yeah.
Jane does shout from the other room, seamster.
Cool.
I've never actually heard the word seamster in my
Same.
life.
Me either, but in my mind, Tam is over there just doing the world's most gorgeous whip stitch on Alec.
So shouldn't
Alex doesn't even
spinsters be
feel him evil.
spinstresses? Since they're women?
Ooh, good point.
Anyway, we digress.
Tune in to these discussions and more about the feminine version of words from 5 dudes next week.
On mansplaining.
Don't forget, female moderators should be called moderatrix.
That's true. Moderatrixes.
It is true.
Moderatrices.
Moderatrices. Yep.
Moderatrices. Now we're talking like matrices.
Yep.
So after an hour of you guys chilling, stitching, patching, and Felix petting some little pups,
Mhm.
what do you guys want to do?
Where'd the map
Continue
go?
touching the dogs.
Should I not share the map?
Mine went
I have
away
the
at
map.
least. There we
Ooh.
go. Now I see it. Thank you. Okay. I think we should be on the lookout for more things like that. No telling what's going to be around the corner. I checked the room to the north, but there was nothing in there that I could see. But wouldn't hurt to get a second fresh pair of eyes in there.
Fair enough.
So that's what you see in the room to the north.
All right, I'll take a glance around. Perception.
All right. Yeah. So you're, because I forgot to ask, you're so we'll put you at perceiving for your exploration mode.
Right.
What are other folks kind of generally doing?
Oh, Karen is on the
Scout.
lookout, scouting defensively, with her shield raised.
Charlie, what are you up to?
Scout.
Okay. Felix, where are you at with your how you paying attention to things?
Not particularly. Trying to coax the dogs and follow me around.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna call that invest. Like, we're just broadly using animal handling. So like anything that'll be might be or survival to be sort of contextual to that will come up if it does. So you're sort of
Watching my dogs.
dealing with the dogs.
Watching the dog, watching the dog, watching the dog,
Yeah.
watching the
Watching the
dog.
dog. Watching the dog.
So
What's in the dog?
oh, hopefully
Jerky.
food?
Beef jerky. Beef jerky is in the dog.
I believe Tim
Yeah.
So-
or someone fed the pups. I think, if memory serves. I think it might have been Felix.
Yep.
It was Felix. Okay.
Probably
Felix and Tam had
Felix.
a little moment.
All right. Karen is going
I
to
think Tam
attempt.
supplied Tam
Tam,
the
you
food,
actually,
and yeah, whatever.
Tam, you actually do notice. So you kind of look at this office and you see like it's pretty ransacked, right?
Mhm.
But you see that it's sort of fallen behind one of the chairs, and almost behind a little bit behind one of the chairs and near the wall. You see what looks like a book that it seems to still be together, and it catches your eye because it seems like it's like an actual bound book, which you would know to be not just a random sort of thing hanging around.
Huh. It looks like properly placed on the shelf, or is it like knocked
No,
over?
it looks like
outside?
it's sort of fallen behind something. Like everything else is ransacked, but you notice that this, perhaps in the ransacking, may have gotten thrown somewhere where someone missed it.
Yeah, I'll go take a look.
Sure, yeah, you're already perceiving it. You don't perceive anything other than weird about it. But what
Right.
you do pick up is you see it's a book, and you kind of recognize it a little bit. It's a treatise on the Order of the Nail protocols relating to how they interact and relate to Chalice and its Giri laws. You kind of like
Huh.
thumb through back and forth through it. You see some notes. It looks like explanations of various interpretations of them as they apply to past cases and local criminals. So, like, it's basically a Order of the Nail. I'm drawing a huge blank on my law terms. What's it called when a law comes out of a ruling by a judge?
A precedent.
Yeah. Precedent.
But there's a term
Oh,
for
there's
that.
a
There's
word for it.
constitutional law and there's case law.
Oh.
And so basically, it's a book of Order of the Nail case law. But the big thing that stands out at you is that you flipped to as you're kind of flipping, you're picking up these pieces from the contents. And then you realize that at the very beginning, when you flip to the inside cover, there is a dedication.
Huh.
And it says, to Lictor Asilmar, with thanks for your interest in my work, together we shall quell savagery. Signed, Hell Knight T. Stagram Esquire.
Ah, lawyer.
Sir Alec.
I'm not
No.
a sir, he says, and kind of saunters over.
Now, I think this might be pertinent to what you're looking for. And I hold the book open to the dedication.
Oh, what? Wow! And he starts looking at it. This is my father's signature. I thank you. This is not what I came here looking for, but I was searching for something for my family, and this surely qualifies as that. And he kind of looks and squares up with you for a second and claps a rather large, and part of it's due to just his stature, but also the full plate armor he's wearing.
I'm
So
also not
claps-
very big myself.
No, I mean you're Tom Holland. So he claps a hand, and I think we established that Alec is played by that giant guy who plays the police chief in Grimm.
I don't know that
Sasha
I know.
Royce?
Yes, that is who I decided
I
Alec
kind of
is
got a
played by.
crush on him, so I'm down.
Sasha
So like
Yeah, that
he's
works.
huge. Yeah, Google him for a
Yeah, I'm
second.
doing that. Wait,
He's
that's
a
a woman.
good-looking guy.
That's a female
It's
wrestler.
Sacha. Isn't it?
Sacha.
Is it Sacha or is it Sacha?
If you look up
It's Sasha.
Grimm TV show, he's
Oh no, it is Sasha. Sasha. S-H-R-O-I-Z is the last name.
Oh, I was spelling it way wrong.
6'5". He's freaking enormous.
But in my mind, that is exactly what Alec looks like.
Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
with you. Oh
Like, it's actually
no, he grew a
very
mustache
cool.
once. He looks horrible. Oh god.
So this guy's got like half again Tom Holland's body height on top of Tom Holland.
Mhm.
But he does kind of
Oh.
square up with you, Tam, for a moment, and sort of claps his hand at me. When he has this kind of like, it's not a smile so much as it is like just a small bit of tension that you notice for the first time has left his forehead. And just thank you for this. I will not forget it. This is an elegance that befits humanity's nature. And I'm so glad that my new friend from the north has seen it fit to show me such kindness.
I mean, this is the order of civilization, right?
And so, one, you all get 60 XP
Hey.
for
Woo.
delivering that book to him.
Hey,
Dude, nice. No, I don't remember. Do you
Um,
distribute that to us, or do we distribute that to us?
I took care of it. Now that I figured out
Oh,
how
yeah.
to do it, yep. Because as it turns out, like everything else, Fantasy Grounds has a system for it. I just didn't know where it was.
Nice. So all of you are at 302?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
I can even view where all of you are at now, XP wise,
Excellent.
simultaneously from one area. I even have a single area in which I can view all of your relevant stats and knowledge bonuses and roll them all from one place.
Ah,
It's in the party sheet. There's even an area in the party sheet order where you guys can set up your default marching order.
sweet.
So if you ever get into
Oh, yeah.
combat, I can pull it out of there.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And your watch order for who has which watch at night.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I see it.
That's all sweet. I didn't
Yeah.
know any of that.
I have no idea how to use it yet, but I'm sure one day one of us will read the forums and figure it out.
Hmm.
Ah, Pathfinder. So- You can see you've got a couple other doors around you, and this is what is up.
Yeah, okay, so Karen is going to attempt this door here, at least attempt the handle. See if it's locked.
Learning from past experiences, Tam is going to be over here. He is not an intelligent man, but he is a wise man.
Right. Is the door unlocked or locked?
It is unlocked. I also had to figure out in the new menu exactly where masking was. It's probably in the same place as the old one, but it's been a month.
Alright. So, if it is unlocked,
So you can now see. Whoop.
I will
So you are.
I will quietly walk in, but I'm still very prepared with my shield raised.
So now you're going shield raised. Got it.
Mhm. I'm ready for trouble.
So here you see a long row, mostly bookshelves. It's
Books.
oddly untouched, although there is a thick layer of dust, and the mildew that comes along with it fills the air.
Mm.
You can kind of see where you came from, actually. So you realize that the door you just tried to open was actually open just a touch.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was spectacular.
It was good. Okay. I'm slowly walking down the stacks. Is anyone else following?
Okay.
Yes.
Shield still up?
Yeah.
The second I heard books.
Ah, so it was you who had the bookgasm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As
Hey
I'm
guys,
walking
one quick,
down
I
the
got
stacks,
a
I'm
call
not-
coming. I need to step out really quick.
Go for it. All right, Charlie and Felix, where are you folks at? Move your pawns for me.
How,
Alex
how,
strides in.
how far is
I was never one for the books myself.
I need that I can eat.
Don't move. Don't move, Alec.
Anything you want to eat, my little friend? 'Tis a bit strange, but I'll entertain it. They're doing no good for reading anymore.
Felix will be somewhere with the dogs where they're corrallable.
The books are like
Okay.
unreadable. Is that what you're saying? Oh, mostly empty bookshelves.
I
never
mean,
mind.
they're
Yeah, they're just
mostly
art
empty, and the
books.
few that are left are a little mildewed.
Gotcha.
Are there any recipe books that I see nearby?
No. At first, you
Damn.
get a little hopeful because one of the few books left is a book just titled "A Recipe for Disaster," and you're common, kind of mediocre.
Oh,
Then you realize that it's a book tracing the spread of disease in highly populated areas.
that's the one I eat. I just start tearing out pages and like eating them.
Is this how you absorb the knowledge of books? You just
No, she just really
Yeah.
likes getting roughage sometimes. So, yeah, it's easier to let her eat a book than it is to catch a gnome on a tree at 3 in the morning. I'm going to... You said this door up here was somewhat conspicuously open?
No, that's the one you came from.
This north
You realize
one?
that the door that you... I'm retconning that. The door to the east, the one you came through initially,
Oh,
to get into the room, would
I
have
get
been
it.
like closed-ish, but not actually latched.
I get it. Okay, is the door to the north locked? Alright, Tam's back.
No, almost nothing's locked so far.
Okay, then I'm going to attempt to open that door as well and see what's inside.
Let me make sure everyone's kind of justifies where they're at. So, are you opening shield up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you... And you see a room
Oh, shit.
open up. Long benches to the left and right. Rings on the walls for shackles. And there seems to be an administrative area to the west, but to the east, behind a raised iron gate, you see what would be holding cells, their doors hanging open. Storage lockers sort of line the walls to the south as well.
Damn.
You can't quite make out everything through the cells this far away, but
I take a couple of steps into the room, and I before I step in, I motion for them that it's okay to walk in.
Stagrim struts in.
I'm gonna look down the row of cells, like in the cells, to see if there's anything in there.
Are you? So you're going to perceiving?
Yeah, shield is lowered now, since I'm less paranoid now that I can see the whole room.
Felix and Tam, what are you folks up to?
Books.
sticking around town
Cool.
with dogs.
I am flipping
Okay.
the library.
I'm adding the dogs to my inventory. How many dogs do I have?
2.
Two, I thought, right? Yeah.
They're warg pups.
We need to come up
So
with names for them
you
at
get a
some
little
point.
closer, and Karen, you see what look like dead bodies with
Yeah.
molded rags in the final 4 cells.
Oh.
And sure enough, as you get closer, you know what? Can I get you to roll a public perception check? And by that I mean fucking initiative.
Oh shit!
Begin to twitch.
Oh no.
Ooh.
See if I have a
I'm
skeleton.
glad I rolled that.
Well, I guess I'll roll for Felix a room away.
Which square do you want to say I am in, since I'm sort of hanging over a line?
The one closer to the east.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. Not what I was
It's like I
hoping
realized
to say,
I
but
placed
I'll
the
live with
tokens.
it.
I realized I placed the tokens not from the battle chart.
Hmm.
All right, let me do some initiative in real quick. Oh yeah. And you know what?
And by-
Yeah.
And I am using my sword right now, not my spear, by the way. Just
Okay.
since that's the one I have been using.
Yep. Ooh, sexy. Is everyone's initiative appropriately reflected in the battle tracker?
Yep.
Yes.
I figured.
Well, no,
I just like to
everyone
ask
is.
while I'm checking. Cool. Because I know, Karen, you rolled real fucking good.
Mhm.
Just wanted to make sure that your roll was in there. We are on round 1. It is Karen's turn. Now let me actually place these guys in the map
Mhm.
so that they have the appropriate. The other thing I like about Fantasy Grounds is that because it creates separate entries for each one, they all have the same token, but I don't have to remember which one's fucking which.
That is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go, Karen. As the fours start to shuffle around you, the skeletons, though, having no subtlety, you see it happening. You're like, oh, fuck, the bodies are moving. This is not
Mhm.
right. I've played a video game ever. I'm not going to stand around going, oh, I wonder what that is. All right, Karen.
All right,
Dun-dun,
my turn?
dun-dun.
All right. Karen is
Yep.
going to, since she's, let's see, she's
Also, keep
left-handed.
in mind that because we're playing this appropriately, you have 2 allies who are not in the room and do not know what's going on.
True. Okay. So her initial reaction is to go, ah, skeletons! And let me see. She's facing east. She's right-handed, so her shield's at the left. Okay, she's gonna bash out to the skeleton at the north with her shield.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, crit, bitch.
Good.
Okay, so that's
Oof.
there. Oh, I'll take that all day.
Oh,
17.
jeez.
There's my first. Second attack
Crikey.
is to swing with my sword to the one to the south.
Mhm.
Miss. Okay, and then my third.
Also, quick note: the one to the north, in case you didn't read the stuff, it is destroyed.
Yes. Just
You just
smashed
lashed out, bam, killed
Bludgeoning.
it.
Yeah, crushed it with bones, or into dust, basically. Okay, then I missed the one at the south, and then I'm going to back the fug up. 5, 10, to here. That's my turn.
All right. So it is now medium undead 2's turn. No, it's not. It's
No, it isn't.
fucking dead. It is now medium undead 3's turn.
And I did shout out skeletons.
So it's going to take an action to step into the hall. It's then going. You saw that in its hands and realized now it was some sort of rudimentary short bow.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a hit.
Ouch.
Not a crit, unfortunately, but I'll take what I can. Ooh, that's a solid 6 points of damage, though, as the arrow right into Karen.
Damn,
You know what? It's
ouch.
just going to knock that thing back. It's going to take a second shot, -5 for my second attack. Come on, natty 20, natty 20. Not a natty 20, but a high roll and still a hit.
Dang.
That was a good roll, shit.
Jeez, an 18
Natty,
minus-
natty 17 on the die.
Yeah.
And a
2 points of
2
damage left from the second one.
That one wasn't quite so bad.
Felix, you huddling over your adorbs little warg pups here. Aha! Skeletons from the woman who tried to kill the dog.
clink.
I mean, serves are right. Sounds like what's wrong. What's everyone yelling about, honestly? This is ideal.
So what you gonna do?
Well, first order of business is to make sure to tell the dog very sternly what's going on. There's bad things about you have to stay here. You have to
So
stay dogs.
So here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to spend one action, and I'd like for you to make, with that action, a survival check.
I guarantee that I won't survive. That's fine. I don't need to roll.
Oh, actually, no. Nature check in this case, I believe. I don't know what has
I am
animal handling
survival.
under anymore. So
Can I go
you
back
tell them
and
that.
roll survival instead? I'm better at that.
Well, you know what? Let me see. 'Cause I think it is nature.
It makes a lot more sense to be nature.
Yes, command an animal is nature. So you're like, all right, stay, and they both kind of go, "Roo," but they do stay. They don't sit, but they don't seem to be moving.
Well, we'll call this a partial success.
It helps that you've been plying them with food.
Yes, they can love the food that I've been giving them.
Just give them a bigger piece of food.
So
it takes them longer
with
to
the
eat it.
dogs. Well, so what's my speed? I already forgot my speed.
You're an elf, aren't you?
I
Isn't
can
it
move
like 30?
Where is my speed? There it is, 25, yeah. So, with the first action, well, the second action, I guess, scoot over to the door and make sure the dogs aren't following.
They're standing there like,
No.
okay.
Just hold a hand out.
Mhm.
And then, with the second action, just like poke around the corner and look in with my bow out. Well, no, I heard skeletons. It's a sling. Do I have a sling? I have a sling, yeah.
So you would have had to draw the sling.
I've got a quick draw.
Oh, right. Fuck. So you quick finger lift up. I kind of like that idea, though, that the rogue who's quick fingered enough to maybe like pick something up that isn't his is also fast enough to get a weapon out real fucking quick.
Yeah, I like that.
You poke your head around the corner, and sure enough, you see looks like the bodies of dead prisoners. And you look, you're like, oh fuck, this is the exact kind of room I might get put in one day.
Yeah, in here, man. Now, since it's within my speed, can I say that move and poke was one action?
Yeah, as long as it's within your movement speed, yes, I'll allow that as one movement, essentially.
Then I will take... It looks like I've got line of sight on none of the skeletons?
You would have line of sight to the skeleton in the hole.
One.
You're right, yeah, you would not have line of sight because of the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if they're bars, I could probably sneak a stone through them.
So yes, you can. They will have a temporary bonus to AC.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for
Which one are you going for?
One seems to have the easiest angle.
Okay, I just want to know so that I can put the appropriate shield, increase the AC up.
Being as it's straight down a line.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a slightly higher bonus for this one.
Yeah, you got your bonus set?
Yep, it's all in.
Well, okay, so the stone
Ting!
pings off. Yeah.
Stone
Run
flings
shot.
off. And you know what? Sure enough, you know whose turn it is now?
Is it skeleton ones?
The same two monks.
Oh my god.
The monk steps out into the hall, moves his speed 5, 10, 15, comes to the front, and he's going to return fire. He's mindless. So you know what? He's just going to walk up. Go 5, 10, 15. 15. He'll step right in front of Karen and just scimitar Karen.
Then, as a reaction, I'll raise my shield.
No. Want to show me a big sexy roll? No, you know what? Then he's gonna use his claw for the second attack.
Okay.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Next time.
Oh God! Critical miss.
He hit himself in the face.
All right. It is now Tam Sexton's turn.
Skeletons.
Sexiest Tam there ever was.
Skeletons.
Damn, that's a good point. Why didn't I make Felix's last name Sex Man?
Abominations.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
yeah,
Pharasma
we're gonna do
hates
some-
undead, don't she?
Yeah, she does. I'm gonna need a fortitude save from that skeleton.
Number one.
Yeah, the one closest to Karen. Disrupt undead.
Yes, do it. I love clarity.
DC.
Oh
18.
fuck! That's gonna be a critical fail.
Ooh. Fuck it up, Tam.
Fantastic. Okay.
Fuck it up, Tam.
Is it,
So it
is it a
isn't-
standard save?
Yeah, standard fortitude save.
So a critical fail then means double damage.
Fuck it up, Tam.
Critical fail. If the If the creature critical fails the save, it is also enfeebled one for 1 round.
Oh fuck!
Shit.
So I don't think it modifies the damage, but it is
You're right,
enfeebled.
because it is a fortitude, not a basic fortitude.
I think you're just gonna explode it anyway.
Yeah, I think you are. This is gonna be rough.
This actually doesn't. It only does a d6 of damage.
Still.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you a peek behind the curtain here, real quick, buddy. No, 1 second. I actually made you enfeebled by mistake.
Oh,
No, that's not how that
powerful
works.
code.
Are we sure? Because I really like that idea.
Yes,
Okay, fine.
I'm sure you do. And
All right, so
damage.
go ahead and
Not much. Yeah. But 'tis enfeebled.
Wait, it does 2 damage, doesn't it? It's doubles
No.
damage.
No, it's just 1d6 damage.
Ah.
It doesn't. No, the crit. The crit has an effect. It doesn't do extra damage.
Oh, okay.
Well,
And
at least
then-
you've done the damage. That's 1 more damage than I did.
So, let me give you guys a little peek behind the curtain, not that it matters a whole much. One of the things that's really cool about what Camnus did is, yeah, it's only 1d6, but skeletons, like these guys, they have 4 hit points.
Oh, jeez.
The thing is that they are immune to a ton of things and have essentially what used to be damage reduction 5, but is now resist 5, cold, electricity, fire, piercing, and slashing.
Oh, jeez.
So Disrupt Undead's fucking awesome because a 1d6 can totally knock a fucker out.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it bypasses all of their resistances.
You know what damage type you didn't list?
Blood bludgeoning.
Rocks.
Bludgeoning. Yep.
And because we talked about Enfeebled, I'd like to give you guys some context on what Enfeebled does. You're physically weakened. Enfeebled always includes a value. In this case, it's 1. When you are Enfeebled, you take a status penalty equal to the condition value to all strength-based rolls, DCs, including strength-based melee attack rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks.
Damn.
Because it says here, strength-based rolls and DCs. And it's worth noting that attacks are considered a check now for the purposes of penalties, as far as I can tell. I was clear for clarity. There's some conditions list on all checks. I'm pretty sure a check includes an attack. Anyway, though, -1, I'm basically fucking everything for this guy.
Yeah, jeez.
All right.
Haha.
Cam, it is now Charlie's turn.
All right, Charlie is going to use up a reagent here, make some Silver Sheen, and is going. So that is like a craft action.
Mhm.
Going to use an interact action to put it on her crossbow ammo
Oh, fuck yeah.
and go and fire at
What does Silver Sheen do?
Silver Sheen.
Is that Charlie's younger brother?
Oh.
You can slather the silvery paste onto 1 melee weapon, 1 thrown weapon, or 10 pieces of ammunition.
Mhm.
Silver Sheen spoils quickly, so you must open a vial. You must use it all at once rather than saving it. For the next hour, the weapon or ammunition counts as silver instead of its normal precious metal for any physical damage it deals.
Okay.
So for the next hour, I have some silver,
Dope.
and she's going to fire at number 1 here. And it's a miss. I think that's 3 actions, right?
Yeah. Make, apply, fire.
Wait, does move count in those?
What do you mean? No, it does not count.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right, so now it is Alex's turn. And Alex, fellow magics that linger behind, I shall end these foes. And he struts around Tam, gives him a little wink. My friend, my goodman. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My goodness.
He's gonna swing out. Misses.
Fuck.
Natty 3 on the die.
Ouch.
Swings out again. Oh, natural 20.
That's better.
Ooh,
And it's dead.
21 points of damage.
Yikes.
You just shatters it.
That skeleton is no more.
With his sword, right?
Yeah.
He probably just cleaved it and it
Good
fell
plan,
into a
Mr.
pile of
Sparkle.
bones.
21 points of damage.
Ouch.
I appreciate your dog note for a second. I thought it was $0.95.
Dogs.
Yeah, no, I had to mark where Felix left the dogs.
Well, no, do you like dogs?
Jorkies?
No.
Like dags.
Jorkies. Go
It's like
up the
Dex.
dogs on the caravan.
So he's going to step out, and now the way clear, he's going to shoot a short bow at Karen, who's right in front of him. Come on, natty 20. Not a natty 20, and that's a miss, too. Follow-up shot, see if I can pull off that high number on the die. Knocks another arrow. Nope! Karen, it's your turn.
Karen's pissed about these archers. So she's going to go 15 feet forward and take a swing with her shield at this one. Abilities.
Boom.
Yep, she just starts running. Yes! I'll take that.
Boom! Just fucks that guy up.
Alright. Then,
Splatter.
with her last action, since I took the lunge feat this level, I'm going to attack the other skeleton from where I'm at.
Nice.
With your shield again?
Boom! With my shield. Hit. Damage. Boom! Destroyed.
Boom.
Bitches! Bitches!
Can we take a second to
Through it.
appreciate that Karen has shield lunge?
Yeah, shield lunge,
So
y'all.
what-
Imagine if Lumbeed had that
Okay.
shit.
Okay, so what I'm noting, right, is that Karen just did a Reinhardt shield charge.
Yeah.
Oh, that is exactly what Karen
That's
just
exactly
did.
what I just did.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Karen, if you don't mind a little bit of flavor, I'm going to
Sure.
say you end the combat here.
Yes, just plowed through them. I'm cool with that. Because I ran, hit the first, and then hit the second. I'm cool with that. Yes.
Yeah, and then combat ended, and so you just sort of like, and you realize it was kind of like a little over, so instead of having to like put your body through the stress of a quick stop, you just let the momentum carry you out.
Excellent.
Boom! So you just kind of reach there and you look around, and they're just bodies of skeletons around you.
Well, I guess that takes care of that then.
You say 2 arrows just sticking out of you.
Tim, can I get a little help here? I seem
In a
to
minute.
have arrows in my body.
I'm going to go. Tam is going to go through and basically do like a.
Stabilize.
No, he's completely ignoring Karen.
Huh?
No, stabilizing the undead.
To the extent of the fact that, like, basically he's. I mean, this is just for flavor, but performing like a last rites ritual to try to like make sure they don't come back
Yeah.
ever.
So if you want, I will say that in this case, I think stabilize feels as A, it's a cantrip, and I think B, it's thematically appropriate. Because if stabilize is to sort of secure someone who's on the edge of death into life,
Oh yeah,
and undead take damage from positive energy, sort of.
Hmm.
In my mind, that's sort of you taking the moment to cast this cantrip and sort of perform the rites to ensure that their bodies get to respectfully stay where their spirits should think they should be.
I like
So you go through and you sort of take the moment and you
ju-
perform the last
just for
rites.
flavor. When the first one was killed,
Uh-huh.
if we can just do a little bit of retroactive, because it's not going to really matter
Sure.
much because it fades pretty quickly. I'm going to use Death's Call when the
Oh,
first
so the-
skeleton died, because I keep forgetting about this.
So and then in this case, this would exactly, if you're willing to take 10 minutes, you attending to these bodies could be your refocusing to get that focus point
Bingo.
back.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Wonderful.
So I'm actually, because I'm trying to find an opportunity to start including this in my campaigns more. You're a cleric, so this makes a lot of sense. But at this point, you do feel a little bit of a connection with your god.
Oh yes.
Drawing a blank on her name right now. Phrasma.
Phrasma.
Rasma.
And so this is something that I think I've talked to a couple of you guys about, but one of the books they released recently is Gods of Magic.
It's awesome.
And in that is they have boons now, or divine intercessions, which is they're mechanics that the only way to get them is that GM choose to give them to you. And they're supposed to represent people's relationships with gods, positive or negative. Because the idea should be that, like, if you are a player in a campaign, that doesn't mean that your character is going to live forever, but it does mean that your character is important enough to the events of the world that gods are at least aware of their existence. And so as people do things that align with that align heavily with the deity that they often pray to, or so excessively violate a god's edict in a way that the god would notice, like especially on the sacred ground of that god or against a cleric of that god, or specifically decide to blaspheme, then there'll be intercession. So in this case, Nate, I am giving you a minor boon of Pharasma. So it's in this moment as you're tending to the bodies that you see a momentary and prophetic glimpse of your own fate.
Okay.
You don't quite know how to interpret it. Benefits of it. Once. Period. Once. Once you gain a +2 status bonus on a single check. You can choose to apply this bonus after you determine the result, and it can potentially change the degree of success.
Wow.
So I have a one-time +2 to a status bonus that can be applied or to any skill check.
No. Remember, checks include attacks now.
Oh, okay.
A check is
bonus
so I actually looked this up while we were talking.
Any check.
Hey, here's the definition of check. When a success isn't certain, whether you're swinging a sword at a foul beast, attempting to leap across a chasm, or straining to remember the name of an earl's second cousin at a soiree, you'll attempt a check. Pathfinder has many types of checks, from skill checks to attack rolls to saving throws.
Wow.
So if you are rolling against a DC,
that
is
is considered a check. Okay.
and
So
it's
again,
worth
+2
noting,
status
yep, on any roll.
on any check. And I can use it after
You know
I've
that-
seen the result.
correct.
That's
And after
so
I've told you if
powerful.
it's good enough or not. And so for you, that's just a moment of connection. Like, you've been going through, you've been keeping people alive who still have a purpose in life for a while. As a matter of fact, like, you put your own life on the line to try to, like, make sure that no one else had to die whose time wasn't there just a couple days ago.
Mhm.
And at this moment, without hesitation, you ran in and pushed them back. And for that, Pharasma said, hey, I'm paying attention. And kind of connected with you. And so, once again, Nate is a cleric, so, like, yeah, that checks out, but all of you have gods you worship. And in following those sort of edicts, there are opportunities for me to bestow those boons. Now, similarly, there's also things you can do to fail and receive penalties. So, as a quick little, like, hey,
Well,
you
I
know,
can tell you one real quick right now. If I were to say rob a tomb and disrespect the dead,
Mhm.
So if you disrespect the dead in a minor way, you will take a -2 on initiative rolls until I, as a GM, say otherwise.
Like drawing a dick on a gravestone.
Yep. Now, however, the one that I always love to use as an example, because I think he's the most fun, and this is actually who Felix worships. So, Felix, pay attention.
I'd never pay attention to you.
Excellent. So, Caden Kalian is known as the accidental god, the god who, on a drunken dare, became a god.
Yep.
So his minor, he is my favorite minor and major minor boon and minor curse. His minor boon is Caden Kalian helps you recover from nights of carousing. While you still get drunk and otherwise experience the effects of alcohol, you are never hungover the next morning.
So awesome.
All right, you know what? I'm done going to church in real life. I've got a new church.
The minor curse. Individuals who raise Caden's passing displeasure awake as if from a hard night of drinking and find that drink tastes foul.
It's so
No.
horrible.
Oh no, he can make me hate beer.
So, like, here's a little note on divine intercessions of Caden Kalian. Caden sometimes hands out his blessings and communicates his ire at seemingly random opportunities based on his drunken whims. In particular, Caden blesses the recently liberated to help secure their freedom. Caden is also known to grant particularly trivial and harmless curses to those who disrupt revelry. The curses typically cause the disruptor to change in appearance, taking on a comical or farcical look. He is quick to lift these curses by dawn for those who give in to the enjoyment of the evening and join the festivities. So he will literally curse people for party fouls.
That's great.
All right. Legit.
So anyway, now
So
most
what
of
you're telling
you
me
are
is
in this
that to
room.
respect my god, I need to party right.
Yes.
Yeah, you basically need to be Andrew WK. Actually, no,
That's
correction.
amazing.
Caden Killian is Andrew
Enter
WK.
WK, and I simply worship him.
Ultimate party boy.
Yeah, party
I mean,
tip.
I haven't heard in a
Notice the
long
pair of new
time.
socks. So you guys are checking out the room. Let me go ahead and throw that down here to remind you of the description. What do you guys got going on that you want to do?
Is there anything worth looking through on the skeletons?
No, the gear
Okay.
they had was shite.
Then, Tim, is there any way we could maybe get these arrows out, or at least break them off so they aren't sticking out?
So basically, for 10 minutes, I completely ignore everyone else's existence.
Oh, yeah, I was assuming this was after that.
Well, I'll take care of that. But yeah, after that, I'm just like, right, let's get on that. And I will do a medicine check on
Excellent.
Karen.
Thank you.
Can I search these bins, like desk back here as well?
Yeah,
Maybe the lockers.
you check out the desk. You go to the lockers, Charlie.
Yes.
You don't even need to roll a perception for it, but the lockers are locked.
Ooh. If only you had somebody who wasn't busy with dogs who could do something about that.
Instead of even like trying to pick a lock, I'm just like banging on them, like trying to get them to open.
Gnawing on the lock.
Open. Yep.
To no one's surprise, they do not give in.
6, thank you.
Meanwhile, Felix is going to try to lead the dogs into this new room.
Okay, so the dogs sort of slowly follow you. They're almost tripping over each other and you.
Oh yeah, they're dogs.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
hey dogs. So you come in and you see Charlie just banging on these lockers. Open up!
What the
Believe it
fuck
or
are
not,
you
these
doing?
lockers are locked.
You want to know what's in them?
Yes.
Will you watch my dogs?
Watch does not mean eat.
She definitely just backs away from the dogs.
Hey Alec, will you watch my dogs?
Kind of looks.
And not.
Heel.
No, they're dumb. They're goblin dogs. They don't speak.
One of the dogs looks up and goes, "What?" in Goblin.
Karen notices.
Hello.
Because remember, wargs actually can speak. Remember, the big one was
That's
talking.
right. Talking about
All right.
his mate.
And how she gave him.
Just real quick, as this is going on,
Children.
I'm getting frustrated with these subpar medicine checks. I'm going to use heal spell.
Uh-huh.
In the 30-foot blast radius version of it.
Tim's starting to get sick of shit.
God damn it. Okay. Boom. So
There,
5.
everyone heals for 5.
Yes.
Yeah, Felix was fine.
The skeletons additionally crumble a bit.
Oh, thanks, team. That feels so great.
So there are 4 lockers, Felix. If you want to make some thievery checks, you can pick those locks.
Every time I go to my skills, I click abilities instead of skills. And it's like on purpose, because I think that's where I'm supposed to go.
So you tried the first one. Nah, it's a bum lock.
Oof.
Second one.
Oh god.
You know, just bum
Charlie
locks.
broke the second one.
It's all suck, guys.
Third one. Bum locks.
Okay, Charlie steps in immediately and tries to give this last one a go herself.
Okay.
She's like, no. Let a pro give it a try.
Oh, I was so.
And just like breaks her lock off in the thing. What does that?
So you guys have spent about 40 minutes and you have not been able to open them. But one of your takeaways from this...
Oh, if we were taking that much time, then yeah, Karen, I'm totally extending it to an hour.
Oh, excellent. Then I get another 6.
So
Yeah,
Felix,
fuck
one
yeah.
of your takeaways from this is, these
Locks
are not...
stupid.
these are also not shit locks. So I'm going to say, because one of the things they don't talk about whether or not you can reattempt a failed check a whole lot. But my interpretation is that most things, the penalty is time. So you guys have spent an hour in here, and if you want to keep doing that, you're totally welcome to.
I could probably get this open eventually.
Yeah, it took.
Hey,
10
Alchemist, don't you
hours
have some
to do it.
acid or something you could pour on the lock?
Oh, there's...
Smart little Tommy, smart Tommy.
Yeah, didn't you get some bile out of that big old lizard thing we killed a day or 2 ago?
Did I get some what?
Bile, from the gizzard of the lizard. It melts things.
I mean, I don't think so, but I can make this.
And she can make an acid flask.
Yeah.
And just kind of pour that acid on a lock, I guess.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, if you can make acid, Felix probably has experience using acid on locks. It's a
So here's the deal. I'll say, Felix, that if you want it, if you use the acid as a part of your thievery check, you can give yourself an additional +2.
Excellent.
Actually, no, we'll make it a +1 because this is not this is acid for hurting flesh, not materials. So give yourself an additional +1 modifier
Okay.
in the
okay.
bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Do you got a lucky? No, stop game.
Hey!
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
My
There it is.
God.
that
So
acid was
Charlie
the
goes in.
secret.
He's like, all right. So Charlie, you open the first one, and inside of it, you find a few things. Damn, son. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these items for you into the party sheet, so that way you know what is and isn't revealed. You guys tell me what you see in the party
shit.
sheet, because 3 new things just showed up.
Low
Yeah,
grade
Orbit
silver
Silver Flail. That's awesome.
What the fuck?
And what do the other 2 read as?
Magical talisman and unknown alchemy item.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
change
definitely
shirt.
picking up an alchemical item.
So the chain shirt actually you guys had from a couple combats ago.
Yep.
Felix unsuccessfully pockets the money.
You mind if I take a look at that weapon there?
Yeah, take.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
So if
pick up
anyone
that
wants to
silver
make
flail.
some checks to try to figure out the items, let me know.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll take a
So
stab
if you
at
want to
the
make
talisman.
a craft or an alchemy test right away, Charlie, on that item.
Crafting check for shizzle.
I would also do a
Ooh.
crafting check on it.
Okay. So Charlie, you're not quite sure what it is initially, but Karen, you are able to piece it together. It is a lesser dark vision elixir.
Ooh.
After you
Wow.
drink it, your sight so it takes an action to drink. You gain dark vision for 10 minutes.
That's awesome.
Okay, who wants this?
Also,
this?
notably, it's worth 6 gold.
Wow.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
So that sells for 3 gold.
Hmm.
All right. So who wants to give me? And remember,
That's a
when you're working on generic magic items, you're good to use your skill checks available. Arcana, religion,
Yeah.
or nature or occultism can identify.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a stab at it.
Heck, let's go. Felix has a +2.
We'll do a religion.
Felix, no idea. It looks nice.
And I'll do a nature.
Hey, Tam,
Hey.
Boom.
you got
Oh,
it.
wow.
Felix just looks like a cat to you. But Tam,
Hey, guys,
you
it's-
realize it's a magical talisman known as a jade cat.
Cool.
Ooh.
This is a thumb-sized feline carved of a rare stone. It's typically worn as a pendant upon a suit of armor. So it is a free action that you can only trigger after you fall or attempt an acrobatics check to balance.
Oh, wow.
The Jade Cat, let's see, for 1 minute after you activate the cat, you treat falls as 20 feet shorter.
Damn.
You are
that's
not
awesome.
considered flat-footed when you balance, and narrow surfaces and even uneven ground are not difficult terrain for you.
It does
Wow.
require you to be trained in acrobatics, so I cannot use it.
Oh, yo.
Where does it say
I'm
that?
trained in
It
acrobatics.
says it at the bottom of it.
At the very bottom.
Very bottom.
Oh, no, that's to
craft.
craft it.
Oh,
Craft
craft
requirements.
requirements. Oh.
And so this is a talisman, so that is a consumed upon use item.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Yep, all talismans consume on you. So a little bit of context and
Champ.
background for players. Talismans are designed because they realize that things like scrolls and wands create awesome limited use items for sorcerers and wizards, but literally there's nothing between better magical weapons and armor for non-spellcasters.
Mhm.
So they wanted to create a talisman was sort of an item equivalency for non-spellcasters. Like, how can we give them cool limited use items?
That makes sense.
That's cool.
So they created these cool items like this that give you as players chances to use a cool thing, but that as a GM, it's not going to permanently unbalance a character.
That's
Yeah,
rad.
But
we've
for
got a couple
1
of them
minute?
floating around the party.
Yeah, you got a couple like where if on a crit you can burn it in order to knock someone down with the crit, or like the bear's claw, things like that.
Uh-huh.
So that's what was in locker number 1.
I'm gonna snag
There's
that
still 3
flail.
more lockers.
Unless someone wants to protest, I think I'll snag that flail.
Fine with me.
That sounds
You
good.
guys can take all that stuff.
Tam knows that the Jade Cat should probably go to Felix. However, he is thinking back to the moment when he leapt from the parapet and how nice this would have been to have. So he's going to trying to offer it to Felix. He's like, no, I could use no, I could.
Felix is too busy glaring at the next locker, so it's fine. Whatever you want to do.
Right.
Fuck that
For
locker,
some
man.
reason, I can't take the flail. Oh, do I grab it from the red
You
thing?
should
There we
Yeah.
go. I got it.
grab by the
I
red
figured it out.
thing.
Well, if that's the case, I will take the kitty.
Good.
Somebody else can take the dark vision thing too. I already have dark vision, so it doesn't really help me.
I'll just rub it in.
I don't have.
Felix, you want that one? I think it'd be more useful for you.
I see everything.
I feel like that's true too.
Oh, yeah, Felix is just a human. Shit.
Yeah. So you
Just
can
a
take that.
human.
No, I mean, I almost always roll half elves.
I was
when
going to say,
roll
I thought
first character
Felix
in
was a half elf.
Yeah.
I thought so too, but apparently not.
No, he's human.
He's human. It's right there.
All right. Well, then, yeah, you should definitely take the dark vision.
Yeah, anyway,
Elixir.
yeah, definitely. Thanks.
All right, so you guys at this point have spent about an hour on these. Felix, you going back in? You gonna open
Going
that
back
second
in.
lock?
I'm gonna
Teach
open
you
that
who's
second
who's
lock.
boss.
What are the lockers made out of?
They're a
Gas and
pretty
hatred.
hefty finished wood banded in iron.
Oh, okay.
Fuck's sake.
You're like fuck.
No acid.
What's the target number
Oh,
on
yeah.
this?
You don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, am I
Alright, Felix.
using acid from...
If you want to grab
But-
the acid, you can and give yourself a +1.
I'm going to do that.
So it'd be
I'm
16.
going to go for this.
Well, no, he'll make a new attempt this time with the acid.
Oh.
And everyone will know that he had to use the acid. Fuck.
Still nothing. That one's busted.
You're gonna hook about an hour and a half total now.
Okay.
I have not rolled above 10 yet.
Well,
Mhm.
I will say it's not going anywhere,
True.
so we can
I can
always
always
come
come
back.
back. Yeah.
All right. You think we should move on? I think there's one more room up in this wing we haven't looked at.
Charlie takes the acid back and kind of rubs it on the top of her lips a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Spicy.
Yo, does anyone else notice that this room's exactly the shape of the state of Nevada?
It is.
Oh shit, it really is.
That's fucked up.
All right, so you all work your way down the
Yeah,
other door. Felix
working
looks
my way
back,
back in here.
knowing he'll be back.
Felix brings the dogs, but where it's safe.
All right.
With a
I
drawing tool.
jiggle the handle, see if it is unlocked.
It opens up.
Oh, Alec is completely healed up.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. Do I need to modify that?
Yeah.
No, he's. Oh, yes, I do.
Alright.
There you go. There you go. Whoop, it opens, and you see circular tables, a couple smashed, heavy wooden writing desks tipped over, ransacked. You see more bookshelves, this time against the wall. The nature of the furniture looks like it was once where legal research was done.
Boring.
There seems to be nothing left.
Page's room.
Yeah, I'll come in and take a look around cautiously, and I'll signal that it seems to be clear.
So you're proceeding around. Felix, you're dog tending. Charlie and Tam, what are you guys up to?
I'm
Scouting.
flipping the room.
They get right there.
Okay. Let me roll some checks. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't find anything.
Weird.
This room looks pretty warped out. I think we need to get back to the Brumblebrushes pretty soon. They said that if we could clear out the top, that they'd be able to move back in, right? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, that's what they
You
said.
do
I thought it was the tunnels they were interested in.
well.
Well, we still have
That's
to
where
clear
they
out
came
the
from,
top.
but because they didn't want anything messing with them if you guys were down in the tunnels.
Right.
Yeah.
So
now
yeah,
that we've cleared
now
the top,
that you guys have
yeah.
cleared it out, they're willing to show you a secret way down to the lower level that doesn't require the staircase that collapsed.
yeah. But now that we've cleared out everything, we should go back to the Brumblebrushes. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Everyone
Yeah.
agree?
Unless Felix wants to first swing back by those lockers.
I'm fine with that.
It'll be a
Yep.
while.
No, it's like in game like 20 minutes and out so I'm fine with it if you want to go back and do 2 more checks with your acid.
Here we go. I'm doing it without acid.
It's your pride
You
at
got
this
this,
point. Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
click, click. Second locker opens.
I
Ugh,
could have done that.
finally.
All right, so Felix, you find some shit in here. You
Now,
guys
is it
let me know
just
what you see.
Felix up in here, or...
No, I would have followed it.
Felix went back.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I will say that
So
Tam would not be up there because I am going through taking a closer look at all of the bookshelves, seeing if there's anything still readable.
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna. In my mind, you're switching there from perceiving to investigation.
Yep.
Which in this case is going to be a relevant skill, and so here's the deal, Tam. Here's the fucking deal, bro.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
So you're looking through this room, and this is kind of the final piece you needed. While you're checking this out, you've already seen a lot of it. You remembered a lot of things that you've seen in the last day or two looking through this building, kind of piecing together a little bit about the Order of the Nail. But you're able to take away something else for you. One second, I'm finding the exact text for you. So you're able to piece together a few things.
Nice.
Years after the foundation of Breach Hill, this knoll, with its natural defensibility, made an obvious spot for where the infamous Order of the Nail Hell Knights would build a keep. This particular group, as you know and piece together and remember, are dedicated to the brutal pursuit of absolute law, particularly combating the regressive mires of the wild, as you know from your time in Cheliac, as you know from time near Corvosa, built its headquarters here, titled Citadel, dubbed Citadel Ultrian, atop the rise. So you also have pieced together a few other pieces of information here, that the Hell Knights dug into the hill and found beneath them crypts, vaults. Oh no, so they began to excavate crypts, vaults, and dungeons for their fortress. It is in doing so they discovered an artifact that they simply call the Ring. And you start connecting back to what you could maybe... Well, remember the Elf Gate, the Ring?
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's what you sort of determined that is. Yet, they never really understood what it was. Eventually, the Hell Knights abandoned Citadel Ultrian when they received funding for a much larger home in northwest Varissia, leaving Hell Knights Hill, the fortress, mostly abandoned. For a few years, they kept a small contingent of guardians to monitor its premise, but as their missions in Varissia mounted, the Order of the Nail abandoned even that effort. The Citadel began to fall into disrepair. However, you do find some interesting notes in some of the law research as they prepared a document, because you found that its last caretaker left nearly a decade ago. And you do find note that somewhere is in fact a deed to this castle.
Oh.
Yes. Got a new greenhouse, boys.
With the notes prepared in there as to how to into how to write it to prepare it, so they're definitely there.
We moved up from a greenhouse to an atrium.
Okay. So you've got that hammer. Felix is hefting it like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is a nice.
that
hat.
screams
Felix would
Felix.
absolutely toss this at a guy.
That is all you, man.
So, quick thing, Karen. Given that you're lugging two of them around, out of quick curiosity, have you checked out the value
I have.
on your silver weapons lately?
I have.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you know how hilariously valuable they are.
Yeah.
Okay,
See, this is a nice,
So if it-
valuable silver item because it's rethrowable.
so if anyone wants to make the appropriate checks on these elixirs,
I think Charlie
Charlie
did while
made
we were
2
talking.
crafting checks.
Yeah, Charlie
Okay.
dropped too.
And I'm going to drop a nature check on one of them. So, there.
so Karen, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that over to both of them for expediency, since Charlie rolled suboptimally. Oh no, Charlie, you got him on one, Charlie, and I'll roll Karen for the other. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, let me double check what skill that shit is, because I'm curious if these are. I always fucking forget if these are. These are secret checks. So hypothetically, I should be rolling. So if we open up the other two lockers, I'll roll them. But for now, we'll keep this
Okay.
rolling real quick. The first one is a Lesser Cheetah's Elixir. I'm going to say,
Oh my.
Charlie, you recognize this.
Yep.
So this is pretty cool. It's and you can see that I just revealed it. It's based off of enzymatic compounds that strengthen and excite leg muscles. Drink that shit down, and your speed is increased by 5 feet for a minute.
Oof.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, Karen, you working with Charlie kind of pieced together the second one, and it's another Lesser Dark Vision Elixir.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
These caves are gonna be dark, aren't they?
I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to walk it over to Tam and be like, hey, Tim, I think this might help you with you're human, right? Yeah, you're human.
Yes.
This
I
will
am
help
most
you.
definitely human.
This will help you see in the dark if we ever, since we have to go down underneath the castle. This might be helpful for you.
Oh, thank you.
And I hand him
Yeah,
the.
Tim.
So you noticed that, huh? so you can go ahead and grab that out of the party sheet.
And then there's 2 more lockers, Felix, if you want to go for them.
Let's do it. We're here.
Can I assist? Is there an assist in Pathfinder 2?
There is. Assist is DC 20.
Oof.
Damn. On the
But
same
anyone who wants they
sort
can
of check. Like
What's the
thievery?
check?
thievery.
Yeah, no.
Hey.
Whoa!
there we go.
Wow. Good roll. That you
Am I
really
having
assisted.
you roll the block the
Well, I mean, you guys have been working on it, so just for the sake of expediency, Charlie, if you want to say you kind of step in and you're kind of like working with Felix a little bit.
Nice.
Oh, actually, you guys both can roll it over and say you two working together. Pop the last 2, okay?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie, do you have these tools?
Felix shares.
That is a good question.
I'm pretty sure you don't, but in this case,
I
I'm
do
saying that
not.
you two are working together, and so Felix is kind of showing you what he's working on, and you're using his tools because he just said he shares. So I'm going to go ahead and drop these in one at a time into here. So locker number 3. Oh, would you look at that?
Wow.
Another low-grade silver weapon.
Damn.
I think Tam should have
Ah,
that.
it's a talisman.
So
Felix,
I'm
you
gonna,
use it.
Absolutely recognizes
Hmm?
that. It's
mace is a simple weapon.
Yeah, I think Tam should have that.
Real quick, one of the items is another dark vision elixir. I'm going to say, Karen, you're on a roll. You're like, yep, that's another one. It's labeled
Sure.
the exact same way. However, if anyone
the other
wants
thing's a
to,
magical talisman.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
roll
another
for the
talisman.
talisman. I'll roll to see the talisman. Oh, nope, I have no idea what that
you
is.
got no clue.
Ah, Felix has
You're
a
like,
better
it's a
idea.
crystal. I think I can roll. I can put it under my arms.
I can roll for the talisman.
Let's
No,
shine
you
it.
can't.
Is that a third dark vision elixir?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to take that one because I do not have dark vision. I wanted the humans to have it first, but since there's a third one, I'm going to take that.
Okay. So, Tam, you don't clear it.
Nope. Huh.
Felix, if you have any knowledge checks, you can give it a go.
No,
It's a
I
thing.
already
I'm
go
gonna
for the
take-
go. Rolled 11.
I'm gonna
Oh.
take the cheetahs just because my speed is 25.
Do it.
Everyone else's speed is 25 is the new 30.
You can still
Then
have it.
I don't really care.
Yeah, you can still
Somebody
totally
else.
take it. It's really cool.
Yeah, fuck it. What the hell?
Yeah, so
Feel like
the
there's
thought
some
there,
shocking,
I can
right?
give you some insight.
Cool.
It's because now that you can hypothetically take a move action 3 times in a turn,
Yeah.
25 is it. The other kind of cool thing, though, is following a little bit of classic weirdness, elves' speed is 30. So elves are just a screech faster than humans.
And dwarves are slower.
So I'm going to say,
So what do half elves run at 27.5?
exactly. Alec looks at it and he's like, I have no fucking clue what this is. Oh, right. Sorry, guys. I'm supposed to be rolling these checks for revealing.
Oh, we keep forgetting that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
And
we got to
then-
work on that. Let me go ahead and roll this for you, Tam. Hey, Tam, you look at it, you're like, oh, what's this? And you're like, it's something called a potency crystal.
Mm.
Oh, it's Viagra.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Okay, well,
So
you know.
usage, you affix it to a weapon.
Yeah, you do.
When you make an attack with the weapon but have not yet rolled, you can, as a free action, envision using the item. When you do so, this fluorite crystal glows with a strange phosphorescence. When you activate the crystal, the weapon becomes a +1 striking weapon for the rest of the turn, gaining the +1 item bonus to the attack rolls and increasing the damage on a hit to 2 of the weapon's damage
Wow.
dies.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So for
Think,
one turn, it's
uh,
+1 to hit and 2 damage dice.
Wow.
That's nice.
I already
Oh, but
have
it's
the
Not
wolf.
double the
Consumable?
It's a
Wait,
consumable,
what's that?
yeah.
So it's like it can only be used once, essentially?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And you affix it to a weapon.
Honestly, Felix.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
gonna
it
say
sounds like
Felix because
Yeah.
since I took that flail, the flail has the trip trait, and I have the wolf fang talisman, which gives me a bonus to when I trip. So the potency crystal will be more useful to you, and I already have a wolf fang, so I would say take that, Felix.
Yeah. Looted.
And then I really think
And then-
Tam should have the silver mace because it's a simple weapon and
Definitely.
it's silvered. And you get into melee more than I'd like.
I get into melee more than I like.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
you
it
should
is a
have the
common,
silvered mace.
simple weapon.
So yeah, I think Tam should have that.
Charlie.
Oh, Mace even has the shove ability.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
If you have the athletic skill, even if you don't have a free hand, you can use the weapon to shove.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
That's super cool.
God, I
was
love that they
moving
gave
like
weapons
5
more
feet or something.
personality.
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna hit the bathroom while you guys are going through this.
Sure.
Go for it.
Then what
Well,
was
so
in the-
here's the last treasure loot that
Yeah, the
comes
fourth,
out.
fourth loot.
Boom!
Nice.
Oh, look, another low-grade silver weapon.
I think we know who
Scroll,
gets that one.
scroll, 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 scroll.
I think we know
Scroll.
what,
Scroll.
All right, Tam, let me go ahead and roll that religion for you.
Scroll.
And that also means that I get to look up how the fuck scrolls work.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Tam, no problems there. So you check this fucker out. It's a scroll of magic missile.
Hell
Yes.
Can I
Scroll of
use
magic
this?
missile.
Well,
Dude,
I'm
we're
gonna be
about
honest,
to go down into the
I have
darkness.
no idea. Oh, God.
You can attack the darkness with magic missile.
All
I
right, so let's
attack
look
the
at casting
darkness.
spells from a scroll. Casting a spell from a scroll requires holding the scroll in one hand and activating it with a cast spell activity using the normal number of actions. To cast a spell from a scroll, the spell must appear on your spell list. Because you're the one casting it, you use your spell attack roll and spell DC. It also gains the appropriate trait for your tradition. Any physical components and costs are provided when a scroll is created, so you don't need to provide them when casting it from a scroll. So, unless it's on your spell list somewhere, you cannot.
Nope.
However, it's worth 4 gold, so sells for 2.
That's the thing.
Yep. And you got a Morning Star, which is also a common, simple melee weapon.
Or a mace.
Oh, and it's versatile. Maces can shove. Morning Stars are versatile in that it can do either piercing or bludgeoning.
Which is awesome.
Oh, no, yeah, let's see.
I think Tam should take the Morning Star and Charlie should take the mace. That way Charlie at least has a silver weapon.
Up to you guys, you do whatever you want.
Let me see
I
if
definitely
can use
don't need either of them. I've got more than enough weapons right now.
You
You
have
can
two of
do
which are
whatever.
silvered.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm good. You guys take these, please.
You can do whatever
It is
you
a
want.
simple, so I can use it.
Yeah, it's simple. Plus, it would be good for you to have bludgeoning damage, Charlie, because you have like piercing and slashing, right? I don't think you have a source of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
I return.
Bow, bow.
Yo, is that
Yeah,
So
Wait,
more
I'm
silvered
gonna
weapons.
I'm gonna take the Morning Star.
Yo, is that a scroll of magic missile?
Yeah.
Damn right, it's a
Yeah,
scroll
it
of magic
is.
missile.
And none of us can use it.
And I'm gonna do a nature check on that alchemical item. Oh wait, no, you have to roll it. Never mind. That was nothing. I forgot. So then, I guess Tam's getting the mace.
Thought I took the Morning Star.
Looks like Charlie
I
just snapped
took it. You can have
Okay,
it though. I
yeah.
don't really.
Yeah, I'll take the mace. It doesn't go either way. If I'm in combat, it's bad days.
Yeah, I just want you to have a weapon that's silver, because you get, like I said, you get into melee more than I'd like. All right, and then who's checking out the alchemical item of unknown origin?
Oh, there's another alchemical item of unknown origin.
Yep.
Yep.
It's all revealed
Charlie
to me.
went back to alongside it.
No.
Oh, another
Karen
dark
was
okay.
gonna ask
Yeah.
this-
He's gonna try to figure out what it is.
Which, if you guys want to offer it up, Alec will probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
could use that.
Definitely.
Oh
give it
look,
to
go
Alec.
with Pansy. I mean, take it.
So, if you guys want to, at this point, you can go meet up with the goblins, and
Yep.
they will show you the.
What time of day is it at this point?
It's early after, because this is the reason I love having my my journal for the day. It's like midday.
Oh wow, really? Thought it was way
Okay.
late.
No, because remember, you guys start off a new day, and then you fought the 2 grave shells, found the warg pups, fought the wargs. You've got 2 fights, 2 rests after that, an hour or 2 each. Another fight, an hour rest. It's at latest like 1 p.m.
Okay.
I was gonna say because it's been a while messing with these lockers.
It has been, but
Which
But
has
not
been
that long.
I do think we
It's
should
been
go
like a
back.
couple hours. Yeah, it's probably about 2 p.m. now.
Yeah, we should go back to the Brumble Brashers now for sure.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Felix is going to be leading the dogs the whole way.
Karen, while you're doing that, Karen is going to walk up sort of next-ish to Felix, and without making eye contact, still sort of looking forward, walking, just says, "The dogs seem to like you. I think you'll take great care of them. I hope you come up with nice names for them." And then she'll start walking slightly faster to, push forward and get out of the
Yeah.
awkwardness.
Felix will give that a dignified silence.
So you guys work your way to the goblins. And they kind of excitedly greet you. And I'm going to keep things rolling because I know that we're kind of getting near the end of our normal time for this. And you guys meet up with Helba and the Brumble Brashers. They're excited to show you their way down. Now, they're eager to tell you a little bit about the general shape of what they know to be down there, their old home. They don't know much about it. They know that there's sort of a central chamber and a few rooms that come up off of tunnels to the north. They don't really know much about the southern or eastern portions, they say.
Mm.
But they do know that monsters and dead people can be found there. But our lair, remember, just be aware of Big Bumble.
Big Bumble.
That's the bear, the Big Bumble the bear.
He's our mascot.
Oh,
Right,
Big Bumble Bear.
oh, that's right.
but not a friendly mascot.
Well, not yet. We brought him in, and then we trapped him, and we were like, look, we'll convince him. It'll take some time, but then he'll get on board, but we didn't get to. So he's probably angry and very hungry.
Should we bring some extra food with us?
Your food?
Oh, definitely.
Just food that isn't me. I've been gnawed upon enough the last few days.
Oh,
I
hey,
mean, I guess
that.
if you really have to.
Charlotte can find food. Charlotte can find food very,
You
very
know, I
quickly.
hate to suggest it, but does somebody want to go back and butcher the warg?
I mean, he was kind of a dick.
That's not a bad choice. That is true.
I'm not going to do it. I've literally got her babies with me, but
Karen
Yes.
will do it. Karen is very used to that kind of thing. What with being a fisher person and all. So Karen will go butcher the warg up a little bit and get some of the meat to bring it to Big Bumble.
Yeah, and this is like, while that's going on, I'm just like, go over to Felix. I'm just like, Felix, you know that was the father that we killed, right? Not the mother.
no. I have no idea.
All right. No,
I don't usually look at a guy's penis when I'm talking to him.
well, that's fair, but as he was talking, he kept saying that bitch.
Well, yeah, like what? Girls hate bitches? Everyone hates bitches.
True.
I think he was being more literal.
Yeah, literal.
I literally hate bitches.
We killed the pup's father, not their mother.
Okay.
True. We did not kill the mother.
And there's no sign of the mother, and I don't think it necessarily is unlikely that the father killed the mother as of the resentment and everything, or at least drove her off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm the mother now, so it's all good.
True.
All right.
Look at me. I am the mother now.
Oh, is that the character voice? Should I be doing my lower German voice for Felix?
Is that it? Are you Somalian now? I'm down with it.
Somalian?
Somalian, where
Lower-
Captain Phillips takes place.
Captain Philip, look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. I am the
I am
captain
the
now.
captain now.
I said lower German. That confused me deeply.
Yes, the lower German.
Somalia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that need to be Felix? Does he need to be my lower Irish?
So you all work to do that. You bring it back, you package it up. It's a little disgusting, and eventually the goblins bring you to their secret entrance. It's a little bit to the southwest corner of the citadel, cleverly hidden behind some bushes and rocks. And legitimately, without their help, it would have been very difficult to find.
I'm not supposed to be seeing us on this map, right?
No, you're not.
Okay, yeah, because I was just going to
Helba.
say we just got cleared.
Helba gives you all those. Remember, I was going to tell you some of her notes about the lower section. She gives you the notes and tells you generally that they really only know the areas to the north. She kind of explains there's sort of 3 rooms to the north. The first one is sort of a smaller area. The second one, a bit of a bedroom, and the final room to the north, going down the hallway, is sort of one room that leads to 2 attached rooms. Then there's some stuff to the east that she doesn't know much about because, monsters. And then something to the south that she doesn't know about because sea monsters. One has monsters, one has dead people. She can't remember which, but they're not good. Don't go there.
Like dead people that are like actually dead, or dead people that are walking around.
I don't know. We don't like them, she says.
Okay.
Felix
You all
is
begin,
also-
you open up the tunnel and you see down below that those of you who aren't goblins are going to have a little bit of a problem. Because once you begin to work your way down the tunnel, it's pitch black.
I will
Well.
take my potion of dark vision. Wait, we're doing this, right?
This will get for 10 minutes.
Oh, wait, it's 10
It
minutes?
only works for 10 minutes.
Oh, shit, then
Yeah.
I'll just take out a torch and light it.
So let's acquaint ourselves just briefly, if we might.
No.
The rules for torches. Yes.
Charlie can kind of like lead the way in this too.
True.
Yeah. So here's the deal, folks. A torch sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius
Okay.
and dim light for the next 20 feet. So here's the deal. If you don't have low light vision, bright light inside of those if you're inside of bright light, NBD, bright light, play as normal. If you're in dim light radius and you do not have low light vision, there is a DC 5 flat check. Concealment, if you will. So in addition to rolling an attack, you roll a d20 with no bonuses. If it's a 5 or higher, you hit. If it's a 1 through 4 on a 20, with anything you have to hit or see, fail, because you can't see in dim light well enough.
Hmm.
And if you're doing something outside of dim light, DC 10 or DC 11 flat check, 50% chance to fail.
No, does I know like the torches and everything will help with low light vision, but do they extend the range of dark vision? Does the dark vision start at the end of the radius? Okay.
Your dark vision is at the end of your sight. Period.
Okay.
Why is the I'm looking at my silver flail on my sheet. Why does my attack bonus is so weird? They look really wrong.
Probably because you haven't listed that you are trained or proficient in it.
Oh, that's probably it.
Okay.
Yeah, right now you're listed as stat, strength, proficiency, null.
Where's that? Under
The
actions?
little investigation. So if you go to actions,
Uh-huh.
or additionally, I think they put it under combato. No, it's actions. So actions, then a little magnifying glass. You can
Oh,
see
there
your
it
attack
is.
is stat, strength,
I get
bonus
it.
0 plus proficiency.
Yeah,
You can
thanks
set
for
that
pointing
too.
Thanks
Efficiency.
for pointing that out, because my +1 short bow wasn't set to trained, and my short bow was.
Hmm.
There you go. Yeah, so now your low-grade silver flail is correct.
Am I trained in? I'm trained in hammers, right? Yeah.
Diggy dope. So now I'm going to go ahead. So talk to me all about who's carrying torches. I'm going to note this in my GM notes right now.
Karen is, she's got her flail in the right hand, torch in the left.
Quick interjection. Would it have been possible for Felix to find a dog setter with the,
Oh yeah, the goblins are all the fuck about it. It's like the Mandalorian with Baby Yoda. They're all like, can we keep an eye on it?
I was assuming that he'd be able to find goblins willing to watch his goblin dogs. Just making sure. Like,
Yep.
at this point, Felix is no longer tending the dogs.
So Karen, right hand flail.
Yes.
Left hand torch.
Yes.
So,
You have a
actually, it
torch?
turns out Felix
I
is
do. It's in my
not-
inventory.
Felix is actually not trained in hammers.
Oh, really? It's a
'Cause they're
martial weapon?
weapons.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think
So
any
you've
of
got a
these
hammer,
use
and you
martial
can shoot
weapons.
out with it.
He's got a hammer, he's just not very good with it.
All right.
Fair enough. So here's, you know what? It doesn't say this, so I'm just going to Google real quick. Pathfinder 2, how long does a torch work?
Infinite.
That's an ever-burning torch. Oh, boom. Okay. So the general standard is that a torch, and this is where it's going to get fun on that time management. A torch lasts for an hour.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. Nice.
So, like, not a whole deal if you're exploring, but if you need to roll that heal check out to an hour to extend it, torch is out. God, I love this game.
Okay, so let's how many torches does everyone have?
I have one. I didn't realize that they were limited time use.
Did you get an adventurer's pack or no?
I believe so.
Okay.
So I also have one reagent left for the day, and I can make a tender twig.
That's just a match.
Which, yeah, it's like a match. That's right. So
Yeah.
never mind.
I mean,
Yep. Okay.
it's good for a couple seconds. I'll let it last for a number of rounds equal to, like... I'll let it
So
last for
we
a
have
minute.
6 torches then, unless anyone else has any.
I do not have any.
Yeah, I only have one.
All right, so let's just do them. We'll stay close together and just one at a time.
Okay.
We'll
I'll use mine first then, since that's all right. I'm already using it.
do 3. We'll do 3 torches in, and then 3 torches back out.
We playing Darkest Dungeon over here?
Yes, we are.
I dig it.
Because after the 6th torch, 2 of us can't see.
True. Well, I can't either. Only
3.
Charlie can see. I'm an orc,
Even
but I didn't
better.
take dark vision as my racial or my ancestry feat or whatever. I didn't take that. I took the one that makes me not die or that makes me not go unconscious at 0 hit points.
It's also worth noting that, Tam, this is where some of your shit might come in. Oh, never mind. It's not one of your cantrips.
No, it is not right now.
But for future note, I actually want to highlight this. I think it's kind of interesting. There is a exploration activity, repeat a spell. You repeatedly cast the same spell while moving at half speed. Typically,
I'm
this
very
is
well aware of that.
But one of the things I like mechanically, that means that like if your cleric is dedicated to keeping light generally going,
I'm not doing anything else.
you're just focusing on, maintaining light.
Oh, if he can do that, then just do that on my shield or something.
I can't right
He does
now.
not have it
Oh, he
prepared.
doesn't have it prepared. I missed that part. Then yes, torch.
Charlie, you're to the front.
I mean, I guess you could do like. I did realize not to rat out Nate too much, but he does have fairy fire prepared, which doesn't actually illuminate fire. It just makes all of you visible no matter where you are to each other.
I will always take fairy fire.
Good.
Evidence the doctor bullshit who kept disappearing in combat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're right.
who then got shotgun in the face.
I'm just noting down that you have 6 torches, 1 hour each.
Mhm.
Karen has first one.
Yep.
First one in left hand.
Yep.
Well, that'll be better for me tracking anyway. All right. So you guys see this.
Nothing. Haha.
Nice.
Well, because you guys are heading down. So now here's our just really quickly. Let's talk about exploration modes.
Oh,
What do you people do?
I am scouting. Karen is scouting.
Don't remember what all of those are.
Just generally, what are you kind of hoping to accomplish? I'll match it to the right one.
I mean, so if I'm at the front,
You can rearrange yourself. I just put you there arbitrarily.
well, no, I think Charlie would be at the front.
So you want to read something?
Yeah, give
since
it your
she has
vision.
dark vision, and she's looking out for danger, I guess is the way to put it.
So I'll give you guys some room, but I'll also let you know like kind of what's going on so you guys can, because this is a game where metagaming applies just a skeech. So here's generally the different exploration modes. We'll go through because it has been a little bit since we've played. There's avoiding notice. Basics here is that you get to start combat with a stealth check and potentially be unseen. There is defending, which is moving much slower, but your shield is raised. Karen does this a lot. Detecting magic, regularly casting that. All right. You might try. You might pick things up. There's following the expert. If someone is an expert in a skill check and doing it, such as avoid notice or tracking, then you can get a bonus on your check sort of for following their lead. In my mind, you are following the expert, Charlie, on like lockpicking, sort of.
Yeah.
Hustle is a cool option. You move at double your speed. So, like, if you're tracking overland, you're hustling.
Cool.
Now, you can only do this for a number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier times 10. Minimum 10 minutes. So, how long do you guys hustle for? There's investigate. You're seeking out information about your surroundings while traveling at half speed. So now, if you remember, investigate is what Tam was doing when he started picking up on like, oh, this was a training room. And if I remember right, there are these old Hell Knight traditions that if you fuck up, you put a coin in the dummy.
Mm-hmm.
That would investigate. That's looking for clues, not about characters, but about plot or about world building, basically. Repeating a spell, which we just talked about. And then there's scouting, which is essentially giving people a +1 circumstance bonus to their initiative rolls, because it's Pathfinder. Bonuses of the same type don't stack. So if one person's scouting, if anyone else is scouting, does not help. However, this may apply here for you, Charlie. Search. You meticulously search for hidden doors, concealed hazards, and so on. You get to make an educated guess as to which locations are best to check, and you move at half. So basically, with the exception of hustling, most things have you moving at half speed.
Right.
For determining how quickly you're moving. No, once you're in combat, that of course changes. But searching is what will allow you to make a check for traps, anything like that. That's the thing where Felix is kind of cool. Felix gets a fucking check on that regardless to whether or not he's searching.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I do.
Because of his trap finder. And a +1 bonus on that.
Yeah, I think Charlie would be searching.
Cool. So with your dark vision, that even lets you see stuff potentially farther out. So Karen's scouting, potentially giving the whole group a bonus on initiative.
I only see a tiny bit of gray. Is that correct? Kind of looks like the moon.
The whole map should be gray.
All I see is just a tiny, 5 squares wide of gray.
Yeah. That's correct. Everything else on the map is hidden because you're underground. You have no
That's
layout.
what I thought. I was just making sure.
Yes. So Charlie, you're searching. Moving down the line before we wrap up for the night. Who got next? Felix, what are you up to?
Avoiding notice.
Stealthing.
All right. And ham to ma'am.
So we have someone already on scouting.
Yep.
That was right. What was just the general perceiving?
So perceiving is searching. But one of the things
Searching,
that you've been doing a lot with Tam's different checks is investigating, looking for clues about the history or what you might learn from the function of a room.
Yep. We'll do that.
Okay. So you guys are walking down. As you get closer, so this is where it's fun for me to go 5, 10, 15, 20. So you can see out to here. How far is your dark vision, Charlie?
Dark vision does not have a distance. It says, you can see in darkness and dim light just as well as you can see in bright light, though your vision in darkness is in black and white.
Interesting.
It
What if they
is
remove that? 'Cause it was
Goblin,
first edition.
and it is Goblin, I believe. Dark vision.
Ancestries. Gobos. No, it doesn't say. Let me look that up real quick. Pathfinder 2, how far is dark vision? How far dark vision? Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a fucking table for this.
Ooh.
Oh,
I already did.
so as far as I can tell, if you have dark vision, there is no limit on how far you can see. So,
Yep.
So because of that, Charlie, you're gonna get to see all the frickin' way into the room. God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Excellent.
You just see it's day.
Yeah. So for you, Charlie, you know what that means, buddy. So a little bit role playing, guys. Karen, I'm going to leave you here for now for context. So this is what everyone except Charlie can see, right? Well, that's fair because then you have dim lighting out into. Let's see. 5, 10, 20. So everyone else, you have it to about you have dim lighting out to there, then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Charlie, you got to hear, buddy.
Can you change that to see so that only one person sees the rest of it?
No, because this is just masking generic.
Yeah.
That would be almost too cool.
What I might, what I'm going to look into doing though is see if I can put shapes on the map around you guys, so I can really give an idea of where the light is at.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can draw, lock layer drawing, inner drawing. No, I don't want inner drawing mode. I take it back.
I did say I had flail in hand, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually have that written down.
Yeah, flail and torch.
Exit drawing mode. And there was a way to do that.
So
If you hit wrong again and the
I
Oh,
have
here we go.
this.
There is that, but can you guys see this?
Oh, nice.
I see a.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So at
nice.
any point, you just draw 20 feet out from whoever has the torch,
Yeah.
and then I can just delete that shit.
I mean, you can
So
just
for
put the
this case-
20 feet on whoever has the torch.
Yeah.
It won't.
Yeah.
It won't necessarily move. So that's what I'm doing right
Okay.
now.
Gotcha.
So I got to figure out how to do that because I'm still not awesome at this.
Yeah.
So
Learning curve.
let me see pointers, square. Ha! So there's 20 feet. I'm going to leave that on for Karen for now.
Okay.
And then, actually, let me move Karen out of the way. And then I'm going to go pointers, square. So we've got dim light out to there.
Okay, cool.
And now you can see the squares that it's highlighted red into is where it actually should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it does give you guys tactically what's up.
Sure.
And so I'll just kind of do that as we move. And because it may also be that Karen drops that pretty quickly because it still burns on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So now here's where shit gets interesting, guys. Because as you step down, the light comes in. So there's nothing subtle about it, right? Nothing subtle at all. As you all hear, as these like fucking shrieks,
They're welcoming us.
and out from the edge of sight, you see these creatures.
Birdies.
Yeah, there we go.
Quickly before action happens, would I have gotten any kind of healing while with the goblins, or like any natural healing or anything?
I probably would have taken 10 minutes
Yeah.
if we were taking time.
Yeah. So we can just roll it over and say that would have been long enough.
Not with
No.
that check, though.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So here's where we're going to pause for the night.
Oh, damn.
Birds appear. I have everyone's exploration mode noted down, and I'll note that I need to roll initiative.
Birds.
Hello.
Why did
Yeah,
birds
wait,
suddenly
hello,
appear whenever you weren't
fucking
here?
hell.
They come, and you hear them. They're screeching, and they are coming in fast.
Oh shit.
Can you make a note in your DM notes
Sure.
that my very first action is going to be to throw a hammer at a bird?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Maybe your second because you need line of sight.
So,
No, my
Mr.
first,
Shake.
even if it has to go through the wall.
early
Hmm.
action
Hit Charlie in the
to
back of the head with a hammer.
throw hammer at bird.
Throw hammer at bird.
Stop.
Stop.
Hammer
You hit
bird.
Charlie, she passes out.
Oh, I
the
thought
only
you were
person
doing
who
it
can
like.
see is yeah.
I thought you were doing that like a telegram. First action. Stop. Throw hammer. Stop.
Oh, I thought you were
Time. Yeah, so that's where we're going to end our first one. Everyone is fully XP'd up, just in case you guys want to check.
excellent.
I did add that.
15.
I was just about to ask. 382.
Yeah, I think we're all good to go.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I'm going to write in my recap of what happened, so you guys have it in the player log for next time.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Sweet. Since I know you care, Jim, the women's team won.
Woo! What's that?
The women's team won 3-1.
Oh, I actually do care. I'm kind of bummed I forgot they were playing. I would have put on my Rapino jersey for tonight.
Nice.
Was that they were playing England, right?
Japan.
Oh, Japan this time. Okay.
Yeah.
But England's
And
in
that
the.
Yeah, England. It's England, Spain, Japan, and America.
Okay.
And America, with that win, won the trophy.
Nice.